What's up, y'all? In today's video, I wanted to share some of the things that I've learned recently while playing Hunt Showdown. Now, keep in mind that I'm fairly new to the game. I have a little less than 90 hours of playtime, and so the learnings are definitely still coming in pretty hot and heavy. And actually, earlier today, while watching a streamer play Hunt on Twitch, I learned that you can heal your teammates, which is something that I've been complaining about not having, yet I did have it this entire time. I just didn't know how to do it. So yeah, there are a couple of other things that I've learned recently that have taken my game to the next level, and so I wanted to share what that is. And I also have a follow-up video which will also talk about 3 ideas I have that I think can really improve the already awesome foundation that is Hunt Showdown 1896, and really ideas that can take it, to the next 3, 4, 5 years and beyond, and still have a thriving player base. But that's neither here nor there. I'll post that video later. Let's jump in to 3 things I recently learned while playing Hunt Showdown. Well, I guess before we get into my learnings, check out the new Crag skin. I just completed the Battle Pass this weekend, and I'm totally into this skin. And I also picked this guy up for around 300 blood bonds, I believe, or 350 from the shop, which I thought was a steal for this Wesley Snipes looking badass. Either way, I've always been a big fan of this game's cosmetics, and these are just another great example of that. But anyways, the first one is I'm actually pretty good with the bow. And that definitely doesn't mean that I'm good at getting kills with it, because I'm not. I'm pretty bad with getting kills with the bow, but I actually find myself playing at a different pace and having more successful raids than without it. And I think one of the big benefits of using the bow is actually how effective it is against enemy AI. Not only is it quiet, but it's cheap, and you can always retrieve your ammo. So yeah, it's awesome. My go-to with the bow is to bring some grenade bows, which really I use to keep teams at bay or to inflict damage around cover. But yeah, I am really into the bow right now, and so I do not see myself putting this thing down. I feel naked without it, and so it's also just really fun. So I'm really into the bow. And my second discovery is somewhat related to the bow, and that's the crossbow, right? And really the discovery is how clutch the revive bolts are. Like, I don't know why it took me so long to check them out, but man, are they OP. And really, that's cool with me. Like, I am totally into the revive bolt. And another cool thing about carrying the crossbow is that I can take poison darts, which are useful in a lot of different ways. My favorite definitely being to use it to seal off pathways that you don't want your enemies in. So now, if I am rocking the crossbow, I'm generally not gonna also be rocking the bow. So instead, I'll bring something like a shotgun, which I'm really good with. So yeah, and that's really just so I'm not a total potato in a gunfight. But yeah, the revive bolts are awesome. And so now moving on to the third and final thing that I've learned recently as a noob to Hunt Showdown. And it's something that I actually quickly adopted, and that was that beetles are a must. Like, no questions asked. Someone, if not all the people on my team, need to have at least 1 beetle in their inventory. Now, I've never really encountered them in game, which is why I don't think I ever thought to use it myself. But this weekend, I definitely encountered it, and I felt powerless against it. And so we started using it right after that game, and we found that it really took our game to the next level. Like, it really opened us up in a lot of different ways. Like, my team is better prepared for fights. We make better decisions when we're making map rotations, and we feel like it increases our odds of getting out alive. And so right now I'm finding it hard to think of really anything more useful than that. So I am definitely on Team Beetles, which I know is probably obvious to everybody who plays this game, but I'm an idiot, and so I just discovered that. But yeah, and that's it. Those are 3 things I've recently discovered in this game that have really made it fun and really just allowed me to just win more, right? And so it's been a good time in Hunt Showdown. And so if this helps anybody else out there, this was all worth it. But that's all I got for today. Until next time, Glitchy out.